Welcome to the Every Word is Gross podcast.
When you're here, you're family, which is a word that we think is pretty gross.
Now, on to the episode.
Yeah, I don't know. You clearly seem pretty unamused by it. Unamused.
Oh my god, I don't even know what to do.
What's wrong
Don't
with
look.
unamused?
I'm not looking. I'm not.
One, two, or three.
Not off to say.
2.
Okay.
Is that the right answer?
I don't know. I'm gonna pick it.
I was going to say 3, not
Well,
that
too
you're
bad.
asking for my input.
I was, but you're slow.
It's because I'm from Liverpool.
I'm so in Liverpool.
Liverpool.
Oh, I can't do it. I just go. I do that other accent. What were we doing the other night? I said it to JoJo. He didn't laugh that much. He was like, "Huh."
What?
You know when I did
Like last night?
yeah, I was like, "Oh, I'm parched. Need some water.
Oh, yeah.
My lips are
Oh,
so
you're-
chipped.
Yeah.
I need some chipstick.
Chipped?
Lips
I need
Chipstick.
chipstick. I need heaps of it.
Heaps?
Heaps
Heaps
and
and
heaps
heaps?
of chipstick.
And he was like, haha.
He's like, haha, chips. Which arguably is really funny.
Yeah, it is funny. Chips.
He's a funny guy. Guys, look at that bruise on my knee. Do you see
Yeah.
that?
I have mystery
You have a
bruises.
couple of them, I feel like.
Yeah, that's all from one injury.
Oh.
You have
Are you hurt or are you
mystery bruises.
injured?
Wait, you're...
What's the difference?
If you can play through being hurt, but if you're injured, like you physically can't go.
Oh, my knee. I'm injured.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was all from one thing?
Yeah, the door smashed my knee, which my car door, on that really windy day we had.
Okay.
I know it sounds.
Okay, I
I
could
know
see
it
that.
sounds funny,
It does a little bit.
but you know
yeah.
that's my bad knee, right?
No, I know.
Mm.
Which, yeah, that was kind of one of my next points of like, you have bad knees. So
That specifically is the knee that's injured, and I got
Bad in the knees.
hurt right where I am injured.
Yeah.
So I don't know how the
How about
bruising came this high up because I was smashed like right there. Actually, that hurt. I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, don't do that.
Whatcha?
Yeah, stop doing that. What are you thinking?
What do you want from me?
What are you thinking?
What are you thinking?
What are you thinking? What?
You're just trying to get in your car.
God, we're bad at this. And when I say we, I really mean me. You guys are all right. Just gonna not be Jerry over here. You
Oh.
guys be a couple of Jerrys.
Okay.
Couple of Jerry's. How dare you?
Band name I call it.
Couple of Jerry's.
What was that one you got last night? It was so good.
Oh,
It was like
what,
barely a metaphor or something like that.
So, yeah, it's something metaphor. Almost metaphor, barely
Was that at
It was with a B, I thought. Like
was that at the very
between-
end of the night
As we
Yes.
were walking
when
out,
I was
yeah.
saying a better metaphor?
a better metaphor.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Band name, he called it like a total jag, if I do say
Whoa.
so myself.
Whoa.
I said, hey, can I be in your band? And he
if
said,
I was
no.
to be a jungle cat, you know I would be a puma. Come on.
Why
Not
would you rather be a puma
jaguar.
over a jaguar?
Can you write that down, please?
A jaguar.
I forgot my pad again.
You did, but
Dang
that's
it.
Gross.
You know I'd be a puma. Is that what it was?
No.
You know I'd
Yeah.
be a puma. Can you spell it with 2 O's, though?
Puma.
You're a puma.
Oh man.
I've told you my spiel already, how panthers don't exist, right? Black panthers.
I think I've heard that theory before.
They probably do now. I think it's a little bit dumb that they don't, just purely based off of the Latin for those types of cats being
Right.
like Panthera or whatever
Right,
it is.
right.
But I told you they're either, if you see it's not a black panther, it's a
It's a
melanistic jaguar
Right.
or a melanistic leopard.
Right.
But it is not
A panther.
it's not a different cat.
Species. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No.
Just so you know, so
It
you don't
is-
look like an idiot, you puma.
I'll keep that in mind next time.
A puma
I'm on the
is a
verge of
cat,
being
though.
an idiot. I'm aware.
But yeah, when you're also looking at like when you okay? Wow.
You're
No,
just the safer
no.
friend
The
right
pillow-
now.
Throwing up
No,
barriers right now.
No.
See how mean he is?
Get out of here.
As we were
Knocking down those
saying.
barriers.
It's also sad to watch the Jungle Book because you're like,
Bagheera.
it's a panther,
Yeah.
but not a panther.
You know what he is?
Yeah.
A melanistic jaguar, probably, which are
Probably.
like the coolest.
Yeah,
They're the
sure.
third largest cat.
Okay. But
Okay.
behind tiger and lion.
And a lion.
Mm-hmm.
They also have the strongest bite force of pretty much
Ooh.
any cat.
Ooh, wow.
And they intentionally,
Mhm.
their kill shot, they bite through your skull every time.
That's
Oh.
metal, dude.
Every time. Yeah.
That's insane.
I
That's
love-
their. They
I love
hunt.
that that's your reaction.
They hunt.
dude.
It is though. They are metal cats.
That's hardcore.
They hunt alligators in the water.
Oh, okay, that's
They
impressive.
hunt anaconda.
Oh,
They
wow.
hunt like big, huge freaking animals
They
on
are-
purpose.
Yeah, carnivore.
And
yeah.
they're like, I could eat that monkey, or I could just go for that humongous croc. I'm gonna go for that,
Hmm.
and I'm gonna pounce on it in the water and bite its skull. It doesn't. No, most cats will go for the throat.
Right,
they
right,
go
right.
for the.
the skull.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
probably trying to snap your
That's
spine.
insane.
That's crazy.
Coolest cats out there.
That's-
I'm just saying.
That's insane.
The cat that doesn't
Wicked.
exist.
No, jaguars do exist.
No, jaguars do. I was talking about panthers.
Well, they're obviously not the coolest cat
Wait,
because
are
they're
there
not jaguars.
are there no there are panthers, right?
So-
Just not
No,
the black ones aren't
that was the
necessarily,
thing.
right?
I think now currently because of certain types of crossbreeding, all that stuff, I think there might be something that they classify as a panther.
Mm,
But in general, like a black panther is not an actual species.
right.
Which that's why I was saying it's stupid because I know in all of the cat like Latin how they
Panthera and all that stuff.
yeah,
Mhm.
it is panthera or something like that.
Mm.
It's like a something panthera, which is you'd think then a panther should exist.
But it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not.
I mean, this is what I have learned from reading some books on jaguars in the library, but that could be old news now. So,
It might be. Yeah, I don't know.
what are you going to do?
Keep calling it a
Well,
panther.
you know what? We'll never know.
No,
There's no way to know.
never.
We'll never, ever
No.
figure
There's
it
not a
out.
single way.
No,
No.
there's no magical source of information that we can just try to.
Yeah.
Even if
do
I
it.
were wrong, though, didn't I sound completely right, though?
If you were lying this whole time,
no, I'm not. I really did read
no,
this.
but you would have had me
I was-
entirely.
I've done that before.
You did.
My old roommate would do that constantly, and he would do it out of nowhere too. Shout out to Ethan; he's one of my favorite guys. But he would,
He's one of my
He
favorite
would-
liars.
he would say it just as like a random fact, like a fun
Right.
fact that you remember out of nowhere. He'd be like, "Oh, did you know lamps were actually developed as a form of deflecting the sun?" And then you'd go, "Oh, huh?" And you'd
That's
go, "Yeah,
weird,
no, it's
huh?"
not true at all. I just made that up."
I just wanted to see your face when you
I-
believed
so-
it.
I feel like I do it unintentionally. Like I'm trying to convey that I think
You remembered something?
either I remember something or that like it's like a theory or a hypothesis that I have, but I convey it in a way that it sounds like I'm actually saying something for fact. So I feel like my family like picks on me often about this, and I'm like,
well,
no,
actually.
yeah, but so I have to preface it.
Actually.
I have to literally preface it with like, now I don't know for sure, but I have to very specifically now, and I'm self-conscious about that now. Yeah,
You shouldn't be. I think it's funny. It's charming.
Yeah.
I appreciate
It's
that.
endearing.
Thank
I've
you.
watched enough TV with you to know that you do that,
I do.
but I'm okay with it.
Okay.
I believe you.
Yeah, that's great.
Most of the time, I believe you.
That's good.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's only a couple times where I go, Cameron. I'll be
Those-
like, what?
Those, yeah, that's fair.
But that's,
fair.
fine. People should call you out.
Yeah.
Make sure you're
It's
studied
true.
up.
It's true.
Yeah.
But again, like like in those moments, I fully believe that I'm conveying that I don't know this for sure. But yet, for some reason, that's not what's coming out of
Well,
my
in
mouth.
my family, I'm sure you've encountered,
Mm-hmm.
especially JoJo and my dad,
Mm-hmm.
will find whatever way.
Oh, yeah.
Like they're all about the semantics of it
Right.
too.
Oh
And
my gosh.
I don't
Oh,
think
yeah.
they truly are that way, like in their own minds, like in their own self. I don't think they care. Oh, Cameron said this word when he should have said,
Sure.
Yeah. But I think they love the rise they get when
Yes.
they attack someone's
Yeah.
sentence based on the semantics of it and the
Bill-
conversation that's
Bill does it, I think, in two ways. I think JoJo does it in one way.
yeah.
I think Bill, there are times when he just wants to have that kind of argument for
he
fun.
wants to bother
yeah,
you.
he wants to bother you. And
Yeah.
I feel like I can spot that when I'm like, there's a glint in his eye that it's like, Yeah.
He
no.
does get glinty
Yeah,
eyes,
yep.
doesn't he?
Then-
Mischievous.
But then there are times when he's serious and he's trying to actually have a debate.
Yeah, and I think that stems
Yeah.
from him wanting to understand, which is usually when I leave the room,
Mm-hmm.
because
Right.
both he and JoJo,
Yes.
that's like the way they get to understand is by debating you.
And I think JoJo is mostly that
He's
second
just wanting
one.
to understand.
He just
Yeah.
There's
very,
not
very rarely is he just trying to pull your
yeah,
leg.
yeah.
That's what
And
I was gonna
it's-
say, because especially with my dad, like
Yeah.
I've gotten to conversations like that where it's like, okay, but did you mean this word? Or did you mean it actually like this, the way
Yeah.
you said it, because it changes the meaning. And
Yeah.
when you have people that have minds that work like that, you can't just like throw out statements and then
Right.
because then it's like, okay, but is that what you actually mean? Because if that's so, we can go this way, or
right.
Well, and my mind works that way, but I don't appreciate it. Like, I would rather you let me just convey what I'm conveying and try to understand the overall encompassing idea, rather than, oh, I meant that one specific thing as like a resolute thing or as a generality, when I really just was saying, because I speak a lot in hyperbole.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, it's because when I'm expressing something, it usually is backed by a ton of emotion because I don't know another way.
Sure.
That doesn't mean I rationally like believe the extremes like in which I am choosing to use. But then like a more like realistic approach to expressing an ideal, like can't stand that. So that's often why like when JoJo and Dad are talking, I'm like, all right, now I feel like you guys are just picking apart each other's things. And I know you're doing it to understand, but to me, I'm like, you're completely missing the heart of it.
Yeah.
And so then I'm bored.
But and then
And so I leave.
I know that I've done this with JoJo. I've seen it with Bill and JoJo. But then you get in the loop. Like
That's what I
it's-
mean. And I'm like,
it just
all
gets into
right.
a loop where I know that I've said the same thing twice, but I feel like I'm saying
gonna
it in a
say it
different way. And yet, no,
and if you say it more
Yeah.
than once and they catch you, they'll tell you too.
sometimes
Dad will
yes.
say straight up
Yeah.
say it. He'll be like, you said that, or and you're like, Dad, shut up.
I think it's so interesting though, because even with something like hyperbole, sometimes even if using hyperbole doesn't express the exact like objective facts of what happened, it can more accurately express the emotion that you were
Sure.
feeling in that moment.
Absolutely.
So like in that sense, there's a duality to it. So it's just like,
Yeah.
the sense, like the levels of understanding that you have to undertake to fully like actually get a grasp
Yeah.
of what's happening. I just think it's
Well,
so
and
interesting.
I think that's why communication and the way that it can develop within relationships is so, one, it's important, but it's just really fascinating. Like to truly learn how someone interprets the world and how they're choosing to communicate it and why. Like, why are they saying it that way? I think one, it's a gift. It's like something to cherish if someone can do that for you.
Yeah.
But also just to be able to verbalize when you're not able to do that.
Yeah.
So like with my dad and with JoJo, like, so there is a point where they know I'm not mad at you
Sure.
that you're expressing this way. And I realize you guys aren't mad at each other.
Yeah.
It sounds mad to me. It's not interesting to me. So I'm going to leave. And it has nothing. I'm not like, oh, they're fighting again, or like vice versa.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah,
And like JoJo, like he'll express things to me. And I've had to learn to just be like, hey, sometimes you rabbit trail so much, or because his own mind will like automatically start arguing for the other side and like justifying certain things.
Yep.
That I'm like, I straight up have no idea what you're talking about anymore.
You made a jump in your own head.
Yeah.
That you didn't
Or
articulate.
you're making your own arguments like
Right,
this that I'm
right.
actually losing sight of what your actual point is.
Right. Yep.
And I've been able to recently say that and be like, stop. I don't hear you anymore because you're starting to just talk to yourself,
Yeah.
essentially.
Yep.
And then he could be like, oh, yeah, no, sorry. I was like saying this, and then for me, before I say a sentence, I often have to like preface, I don't mean this to this extent. I know it's this, but I'm going to tell you this is what I'm feeling,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it often will come off somewhat violent or, in language.
You somewhat violent? No,
Band name I call it.
particularly violent.
Acutely.
Acutely violent.
It's I don't know another way to communicate. It doesn't make any sense to me because to me it feels like to dampen or moderate something, it happens to I don't know, there it like eliminates like a trueness of it to me. Then I'm like I don't feel or think anyone feels and thinks small. I just don't think people articulate it the same way.
Sure.
And that's okay. But to me, when I'm expressing in that way, there's like such a trueness to it. And then I go, okay, but then also I'm not dumb and I'm not all consumed by emotions, that I can also step back from this massive, wave of whatever is happening in life and just observe it and be like, yeah, okay. But if you don't allow me to do that, then I'm like, well, now I'm angrier and now I'm this. And, it's like any type of repression. And I think my mind, I don't know. I have, if I'm honest, I've like never been in a space where I've allowed my mind to be repressed. So when someone I feel like in an outward way is trying to do that, that's why I think I have such a problem with like authority my whole life. Not because I don't think people should have places of authority.
Sure.
But because there is a level where when they try to like curb how you're experiencing something, then I'm like, if only you could, And then, I'm just happy in my own little world. So.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, guys, we have a different type of podcast
well,
today.
I was gonna say,
but it is about words. Huh?
It is about words.
I was gonna say, welcome to Every Word is Gross. My name is Cameron.
My name is Jake.
And my name's Sarah.
And welcome to Not Your Therapist podcast. So, I'm just saying. So, or life coaches podcast. I don't know, but
were we life coaching?
I don't know.
We were just talking about communication.
It's fair, but I feel
we
like
didn't actually even tell anyone how to communicate. So
No.
You're probably getting no tips here on how to do things.
And I have no idea where we're actually going to start the podcast in that whole.
There was a
18
lot.
minutes.
We covered the spread there.
We did. So
one of these back and forths.
Back
One
and
of
forth
these
action.
spread.
peanut and jelly.
Did someone use that word yet? Spread?
No, but I don't like it, and
No,
I
it's
never
not-
have.
It's not great. It's
Yeah.
not great.
Yeah, it's icky.
Well, I don't actually remember who starts.
It's probably me, and I feel like you're only saying
know-
that because it's me.
I feel like there's a chance, actually.
I think it is me.
Okay, there is.
Because the last 2 times I've asked, and you both have said no.
No, and so I do think it's you. However, I don't remember the last time it was me.
It was 2 times ago.
Was it?
Yes.
Okay, that's fine.
I think it is because I think I was surprised that it was me last time.
See,
Because
and-
it should have been me.
No,
No.
I don't think
No.
that's the case.
You guys never know that it's always me.
Okay, well, I think we're gonna assume that it is you, but we gotta rock scissors dynamite. And so we're gonna also try to make sure that we explain dynamite, whatever you want
Also,
to do.
it's should be on shoot.
It should be on shoot.
Go on shoot. And
Yes.
I'm saying it to me because I'm the one who did it wrong 3 times in a row.
Great.
last time.
And then we're gonna try to explain verbally, not just visually for the
Oh,
audience.
yeah.
So,
Absolutely.
So,
Don't forget.
Yeah.
yeah, we're gonna try to do that.
Wait,
So,
don't forget what? I'm joking.
rock, scissors, dynamite, shoot. Oh, dang it.
Oh,
I did
solo dinamite.
I did dynamite. They did scissors.
Here's
so,
the thing. I knew you were going to do dynamite. That's why I did scissors. Do you know why?
because dynamite's the new paper.
Because dynamite is beaten by scissors. That's why I picked scissors.
Oh, okay, great, cool.
Idiot.
You've been an oracle this
Wow.
whole time.
I really had to explain that one to Mom.
Move.
Don't move my things. Oh, wait, don't we not like the
Yeah,
phones up
no,
there?
not really.
Because they make a buzz.
Don't call me mom.
I didn't call you Mom.
I think you did.
Although
Did-
your
did-
Bible does say
didn't you?
Shirley, so.
Okay. Let's be clear.
Which,
Let's be
man,
clear.
if you've seen Airplane, solid.
Okay,
He
you
said
might
us
you
over
might take that back. I
is this
asked
sad?
I asked for a new Bible for Christmas one time, like a study Bible or something like that. And so my sister got my grandma's because she had passed away 8 years before, I think, from Alzheimer's. And so that was her Bible. That was my grandma's Bible.
Is very sweet.
Yes.
It's still funny that I
that's
looked
fair.
over and it was not your name on
That's
that
fair.
Bible.
That's fair. That's fair. But anyway,
But that is actually cool.
that's my dead grandma's Bible. How do you feel about that, Sarah?
I like the way you said it the first time. That was stick with that one.
It's a longer story, but I like it better
It's
for
worth
sure.
the trip. Yeah.
This one was a little insensitive on your part, Cameron. Quite frankly.
Yeah, she has a name, Cameron. She's not just dead
and it's
grandma.
Shirley.
It's Shirley. Oh man.
Surely you jest. Do you ever tell people to stop calling you Shirley,
No.
even though your Bible tells them so?
Oh man.
Was that a good joke?
It was a good joke.
Was
You
it?
can do better.
Was it a dad joke?
It was a joke. It qualifies.
It was in jest.
Wow,
Oh,
you're
man.
just doubling down on jest.
Yeah.
Might have to add that to a certain list I've been keeping track
Well,
of.
she said it, so
You can
you'd
have
to,
it. I don't want to. I don't
Okay.
think it's worth my list.
Wow.
Oh no, I wasn't talking about that list. You don't know how many lists I have on my phone.
Why do you have lists?
Because I forget things if I don't make them.
I also have lists. I was just checking. Okay.
I make lists and then I forget the lists.
Cameron, you're just like a cute little bird,
Yep.
just sitting in your nest.
Oh man. Well, Sarah,
The time has come.
You have the honors. Why don't you go first?
The time has come for me to slap you with this little ditty.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Wow.
It is this glandular
Yikes.
Yeah, that's a thing.
bikes. Am I right?
Bites.
Okay. You've never seen Never Been Kissed. I get it.
It's true.
It's a hilarious 90s movie. Drew Barrymore,
Rom-com.
gold. Yes.
Yeah, of course.
She's a reporter at 25 and she gets the chance to go back to high school to report on this
Nice.
school and she's pretending to be 17. But she's also never been kissed. She was a total nerd and had the worst high school experience ever. So she's like, yeah. Anyways, one of the cool kids come up to her and she's just being an absolute dweeb. And then they go, yikes. And she goes, bikes. Actually, she says it. And she's like, that rhymed. Like, you're like, shut up. Just stop.
Stop talking.
Stop it.
Stop it. Oh
Yeah.
man.
Anyways.
Can you say that word one more time?
Glandular.
Glandular. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
I like saying the last part. Lar. Glandular.
Mm-hmm.
It makes me happy inside a little bit. Honestly, I told you this
Glandular.
before. Any word that ends with L-A-R reminds me of Bular from Troll Hunters, and I love it.
It reminds me of the name Lars, which then just makes me think
yeah.
of like
The real
Scandinavian
girl?
names.
Oh.
And I just love like Bjorn. Top tier
Bjorn
name.
and Lars.
Lars.
So it doesn't remind you of Lars and the Real Girl?
No.
Little
No,
Ryan
it doesn't.
Gos.
It reminds me of the dodgeball game on the N64 because
There was the Lars.
well, you play as different countries,
Oh.
and it's not like sports games are now, where you play as actual people.
It was
the
made up
teams.
people, yeah.
It's made up people, and so it's made up Norway. So it's Bjorn, it's Lars, it's Nils. It was great.
Nils
And
is
I-
a great name.
and I played it
Nils is a
with
pretty good
John
name.
for like an hour straight. It
Yeah.
was incredible.
Just an hour though.
Yeah, just of dodgeball on the
Yeah.
N64. Just an impossible game to understand.
It would have been great if you played like, oh, I don't know, real dodgeball. He could have still called
no,
you
that would have
Lars.
been lame because then it's just two-person dodge.
You only had one friend.
Yeah. It's just me and
just,
John.
Just you and
You'd
John.
be surprised how
I-
often that was the case.
That makes sense why you guys are so tight.
Yeah.
I got it.
No.
I got
yeah,
it.
I can understand. I can understand.
Yeah.
I have enough siblings that we could have played dodgeball.
yeah.
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 We didn't.
You could have recreated the movie Dodgeball.
Most likely.
Mhm.
We would
You
have been
could've.
such a killer team.
Could have dodged,
Yeah.
dipped, dived, and dodged.
We would have cut some people from the team.
Yeah, my if my immediate or extended family played, we could create a whole tournament of dodgeball teams.
Well,
Maybe
yeah,
you guys
I mean,
should. That should be at your next family reunion.
Dodgeball. I can imagine seeing my 80-plus-year-old uncles trying to play dodgeball.
Yeah, honestly, highly recommend.
They would slay because no one would want to hit them, and
That's
then
true.
they could
Yeah.
like use that to their advantage.
That's true.
Yeah.
You'd hide behind them.
Hell yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I would.
My family reunions used to always involve competition. I mean, I think
Sure.
I've talked about our bocce tournaments,
Oh yeah.
and
It get heated.
they would get heated.
Yeah.
There were times where so when it's too close to call visually, you need like a string or something, but
Sure.
like who just has strings on them?
Oh yeah.
So there are memories of just someone being like, all right, someone's got to do it, and someone would just whip off their belt. It's the most uncomfortable thing, but I mean, very practical application. But I mean that, and then we would do
You couldn't find a stick anywhere close by.
it in the middle of a field. No, it's big,
Blade of-
big grass field.
Then
What do you can't play bocce in the woods.
you can. Yeah, you can.
Not very successfully.
I mean, anyway. I think it got crushed or lost at some point, but the bocce set that we had, it actually came with one of those like metal extender pointer things, like those.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
and so that you could measure.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Guys,
again, it got lost. or
any
something.
game where someone needs to whip it out and measure it is not a game you should be playing, especially with your family. That's all I'm saying. I
It's
got
funny
you.
because now looking back, I can see the moment where you thought of that.
Yeah.
And then
Oh,
you
yeah.
sat on it.
I
Oh,
was just
yeah.
wait.
Oh,
Actually,
yeah.
actually, I
No.
wasn't. I just came up with that, but I
Really?
love. My mind was like, they play this game, huh?
Oh man, glandular is
Glandular.
gross.
Glands are gross.
Glands
Yeah.
are gross.
Gland,
Yeah, if you had
gland.
if you had just stuck with gland, I would have been offended.
Yeah,
Glandular
glandular isn't my favorite.
Is straight up just
It's got the ick factor. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Gland feels like a 50s retro futuristic name
It's
to me.
gland.
Oh, and this is our youngest, Gland.
oh yeah, that's just wrong.
He's into rocket robotics and also Pepsi Cola.
And Pepsi Cola. God, I
Yeah.
hate when you put both words together.
That's just wrong.
So glandular obviously is just consisting of containing or bearing glands.
Or bearing glands?
And a gland, for those who don't know, is a cell, a group of cells or organ producing a secretion.
Oh,
Secrete.
Oh.
Is that
Sucks.
that's like
Oh,
what
no.
crabs and lobsters are, right?
sure, Jake. Sure.
Can you stop being a dad for a second?
Oh, crustacean. I was thinking crustacean. Never mind.
I thought you were thinking of cretin. Any of various organs or structures resembling the shape but not the function of true glands.
What?
Because, of course, true glands are a secreting organ.
Oh, boy.
Band name, you can have it.
No, I don't want it.
You can have
I
it.
don't want it.
Ooh,
Um,
glandless. It's a glandless. I don't know.
No, if you're glandless, you'd be dead, right?
Probably.
Right.
Unless there could be like a species that is glandless. But
yeah, like a jellyfish.
yeah, something like that. But like
no brain, no
but,
gland.
But a human, if a human was glandless, then yeah.
God,
Oh, that could be
there's a version of gland that's a noun. It's machinery, and it's a sleeve with a stuffing box fitted over a shaft or valve stem and tightened against compressible packing in such a way as to prevent leakage of fluid. Well, I should have stopped a long time ago.
I think you can stop now.
The second definition is stuffing box. I don't know what that means.
Well,
Guys, this word was
far worse than I anticipated when I said it and when I looked it up. Okay,
Oh man,
it's a bad word.
Terrible.
it is bad.
And
Yeah.
technically, you picked it because I said 1, 2, or 3, and this was my second word. So
Yeah, but
thank you, Cameron.
But you wrote it, so
Someone else
who's
wrote it.
the
I was
real-
offended by it.
who was the real criminal here?
All of the glands.
If I can pick it apart,
Of course you can, Cameron. Why couldn't you?
Eular.
Eular.
I mean, Eular. I mean, come on.
Say-
I think that's
That's-
another one of the guys
that's
on the
another
Norwegian,
one of those.
the Norwegian dodgeball team.
This
You-
is Eula
Hey, Eular. Yeah, that's. I think
and Nils.
it's that combo
This
for me.
is
that's
Gland,
just,
and this is Eula.
It's the
Honestly,
It's the
a
it's the
twin
Eular.
set. Yeah, you
Gland
guys. If
and
you guys
Eular.
end up having twins, I say go for it. That's a good one.
Sure, keep thinking.
It would
that.
have to beat up Bjorn. I guess I'm
Oh,
partial to Bjorn.
Bjorn doesn't
is-
bother me. Baby Bjorn bothers me though. Bjorn's
Well,
like
that's-
it's a name, but Baby Bjorn.
That's a
I'd
shame.
be like, knock it off.
Because that's
Yeah.
exactly what I would nickname him. Oh, it's Big Baby Bjorn right there.
You know what a Baby Bjorn is, right?
No.
Okay.
I-
It's an actual product and
Right.
it's very well known.
Right.
Not well enough.
Is it?
Not amongst 25-year-old males, you mean?
Mhm.
You're right.
Yep.
Is it kind of like a carrying strap? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah,
They're
yeah.
more common. The most popular one was like the Ergo Baby, though.
Yes. Yeah.
I won at John's baby shower because I
An
knew that.
Ergo?
Yeah, because everyone thought they put down Baby Bjorn as like the most popular one. And I was like, it's not that.
No.
It's an Ergo Baby.
Mhm. Yeah.
Losers. It's
Nice.
almost like none of you have had children in the last decade. I have. So that's why I won, I think.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Only barely. You're getting close to no longer.
Yeah, but that's what's funny though, because a lot of my friends are now having babies. So also whatever's reoccurring is cool.
Sure.
And then I know all the older stuff too.
Mhm.
So all the like moms that their kids are like
Mhm.
our age didn't win. And all the obviously like newer to being a mom people didn't win either.
Mhm. Way to go.
Yeah.
Way to go.
I'm right in
There
that
you
sweet
go.
spot, guys. Invite me to your baby showers. I'll win
Well done.
all the prizes.
Left shoe.
Thank you. You said left shoe. I heard it. Anyone else have anything?
I just
to
would
say?
like to point out that we're all sitting here glandularly.
But only on a technicality.
We are
On
glandular.
a technicality.
As humans, we are glandular, which is very unfortunate, I think. I just blew my nose like 8 times, so.
Now that's glandular.
That is glandular.
Wow. That's what usually, every time someone sneezes, now that's glandular.
Bless you is out. Left shoe, no more. Now that's
Now
No,
that's
that's
glandular.
glandular. My favorite to the whole sneeze thing was that tweet going around. It was like, stop. That's really annoying. That's amazing. I love it.
I think we should be workshopping our common courtesy phrases more often, really.
I think so too.
Yeah, who cares about history and tradition? We need to come up with our new stuff. We need to come up with the slang
You
of
saying
the
like
future.
instead of saying bless you?
Yeah.
Jojo always says, so now
Gesundheit.
I say it. No, he says this way.
Oh, yeah, but that's just in a different language though, right?
It's what French people say.
Yeah.
And it means to your wishes, which
Right.
I think is adorable. I love that. That's way better.
What is being brought to wishes?
Well, when you're sneezing, it's like you're getting a wish or something. I don't know. Something like that.
Okay.
Like, oh,
It
you know.
loses something in
to your
translation.
wishes, I think, yeah, it probably does. This probably
Yeah.
has more to do with like, oh, to your health kind of thing. Like you wish good wishes upon you kind of idea rather than
Yeah.
like, uh-oh, your soul is escaping your body and I better bless you before
That's
the
fair.
devil enters.
That's fair.
You
Good
know.
old, good old Salem.
Hashtag American tradition.
Good old Salem.
Good old Salem. Write that
Good
down.
old Salem.
Oh,
Salem.
you know how it is.
I don't know.
Well, I think I'm gonna rate glandular a vial.
Top 5.
I think it's a vial. It's pretty.
It's pretty
it's
bad, isn't it?
It's not.
It's pretty
I mean,
bad.
yeah. of
best
all,
part.
basically the second definition that you read just.
I'm
throws it
sorry
all
about
over the
that.
top. It
I
just- it's just
apologize
all
to
over.
all the
It's-
folks out there
it's
who
just-
make it that far.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
If they make it that far.
But it's just it doesn't sit well in my mouth, and so that's why I'm right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Vile.
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 Yeah.
Nice.
It's,
Yeah. Abrasive
That makes sense.
Mhm.
to the ear canal.
Yeah. There you
Yeah.
go.
It's
Um,
disgusting, isn't it?
I think
Mhm.
just in internal body function sort of a structure just is gross. Like that's a gross level of
Yeah.
consideration.
Which sucks because you have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of those things that makes you consider it's like a bones are wet sort of feeling to me, you know? Some people are just unsettled by that.
I am now just thinking about that and getting unsettled.
You know,
Yeah.
you didn't have to, right?
Bones are wet.
But didn't I?
Can you
Are they actually?
can you make that a title? I'm gonna make that like a Halloween song. It's gonna be called "Bones Are Wet."
That's a
Glandular.
better song than a band name. I agree. That's just wrong.
Bones are wet.
What are you
I'm
rating it?
working on it now. Halloween. I'm gonna rate it a disgusting, and it's not because I don't think it's absolutely horrific. It's
Mhm.
because thankfully I just never really have many occurrences to say this word.
That's fair.
And that's
Frequency
really
of
it.
use. Yeah.
Yeah, that's really
Mhm.
it for me. Sometimes it doesn't matter. A word is just gross enough.
Sure.
But that one, I was thinking about it, and unless we like force ourselves to say it, which we probably will because we're gross like that,
Mhm.
like that was glandular, which just makes me laugh now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, but it's pretty disgusting.
Yeah. it's
I
bad.
think it's pretty terrible. Was that me? Did you guys hear a phone going off? Oh,
No.
it was me.
I didn't hear that. Oh man. Well, shall I share my word?
I think you shall.
Guys, I'm not happy with mine. I'm really not happy with it.
Is it poop?
It's not that.
Is it pee?
It's not that either.
What about peas?
Nope.
You think that well would run dry at some point?
It never will with Sarah. It never will. Nope.
Guys, poop and pee are the funniest things you could say. Fight me.
I might after this. It's actually not funny.
Is it oop?
No. My word
Mm-hmm.
is orrery.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
How many
Nope.
O's did you just say?
One.
Orrery.
You said one O?
It's
Nuh-uh.
ORREY. And I
That's
could be
Ore. Ore.
no, I might be spelling it wrong,
So
but
you said at the end of
Spelling
two
it
hip
wrong or
hips.
saying it wrong?
I think I'm spelling it wrong because it's the and I can look at my word
Look
again.
it up because
Um,
what the heck did
No,
you just
what
do?
it is it's the mechanical solar systems, like the model of the solar system. That's what it's called.
Is it called an array?
ORRERY.
ORRERY.
I'm pretty sure it's pronounced
Orrery?
orrery. Yes,
It's an or.
orrery. Yes. So
Orrery.
I missed the R. The third.
Okay.
The third R.
Yeah,
the
that's a lot of
first
R's
time.
and only one O, huh?
Wait,
Yep.
guys, this is my question with the word like this. Is it orrery or is it orrery?
Orrery.
When
Or
there's two
worry. I
in
don't.
there,
I don't know.
It's
we
so
could look
fast
it up.
you
we
don't
could
even.
no,
it's
but
like it doesn't matter. But
it is just wrong. It's
Yeah.
just a
Yeah,
wrong
no.
word. It does not describe the thing that it actually is at all well. It's like, who came up with that? That
Well, I
said,
don't know. Try to think of
or
other
worry.
things that have similar function. What are they called?
I don't. A model.
Like no,
diorama.
no. I'm
yeah.
thinking of like the structure of things like the inner workings of like a clock, things like that.
I mean, maybe,
Do you
but
know what
I
I
don't
mean?
know. But I don't know any of those.
I was gonna say, are
words.
you well versed with the inner workings of a clock?
I mean, I've been inside a glockenspiel. If that's what you mean.
What?
You should write that down.
What?
I'm not
Huh?
lying.
What?
You know what glockenspiel is?
It's an instrument.
Not a clock.
But they're inside. They're in Germany. They're in
They're
a
in
big old
like
clock.
grandfather
They're
clocks.
what come out of the clocks. They're like playing them and stuff.
But you've
The
been, but
Glockenspiel
you've been
is
inside
literally,
one?
yeah, it's a restaurant.
A Glockenspiel
in a clock.
specifically. You've been
It
inside.
says it's
So
called
you've been in a clock,
The Glockenspiel.
but you've been in a clock, not in the Glock.
Is there a difference?
Yeah. In this case, there is.
Are you guys sure?
I'm sure.
Are you guys sure you know what
Are
you're
we
talking
thinking
about?
Guac?
Yeah.
I do want some guac.
I don't have any guac.
Guys,
That'll be
guys,
extra.
later. We can talk.
But orrery.
This show
See,
rocks.
It's just wrong. It's just like
I'm not that offended by it. It's so Harry Potter-esque. I love it. Because orrery is way better than an horror.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
You're not
Right?
wrong.
Yeah.
You're not wrong. But I just don't know. It doesn't fit in my opinion at
No.
all what it's trying
I literally
to.
just think of an owlery, to be honest.
That's fair. That's fair.
I think someone
It's
said, let's
bad.
just make up something to say, screw those kids with speech impediments.
Horror.
Oh, will we?
And no, and I had a hard time
Wow.
saying my R's when I was younger. I had to go to speech therapy and like work on that and whatnot. It really sucks when you have a problem saying your own first name and your last name has 2 R's in it too.
Yeah.
So it really sucks. And so this word would have just thrown me over the edge.
Yeah.
But orrery.
Or Ruri.
Uh-huh. It's just wrong. It's just
Or
Ruri.
Ruri.
Yeah. If you break it down like that.
If you were to break it down as we are.
An apparatus for
Apt to
representing
do.
the positions, motions, and phases of the planets,
Yeah.
satellites, etc. in the solar system.
Yeah. It's just
First recorded in 1705, whatever, named after Charles Boyle, Earl of Orrery, for whom it was first made.
Oh.
So it's a place.
It's named after
The Earl of Orrery.
a person who is the earl of a place.
How do you become an earl?
You have to
I think-
bite someone's neck 3 times.
It's same person or different people?
Same person,
Okay.
same exact spot.
So
What's the
most
time frame of
vampires-
this?
If you don't do it in the exact same spot, enough time in between to heal,
Okay.
but that you can still tell.
'Kay.
You are actually not an earl.
You're an orrery?
actually. Don't be silly. You're not an earl. You're actually a dungeon master.
Ah,
Ah.
I see.
Hmm.
And
Um,
therefore,
I think you have to I think you inherit the title of earl. I
Okay.
think
But like,
it's
what
a
does
passed
it, what does
down.
it signify?
the Earl of Orrery, by the way, is just a title in the peerage of Ireland. Just in case you want to know why
I
that
think
word
there are-
sucks, it's because it's Irish. It's Gaelic,
that's
man.
fair.
See,
fair.
that's why I was asking.
Honestly,
because I
the
was like,
double
how,
R's make sense.
How am I to become an earl? Is it possible, or do I have to inherit? Because
hey,
I want to
Siri.
be known as an earl.
How do I become an earl?
The office of Earl was not hereditary.
Okay.
Oh.
Sons of Earls could expect to inherit their father's office. This was not automatic. Only
Oh.
the king could make someone an earl.
Oh.
This answer is from Wikipedia.
So it's 50-50 if that's true or not. But
Wait, but what does it mean if you are an earl? Siri?
Think hard, Siri. Siri.
What does it mean if you are an earl? She's over it. She
Okay,
doesn't.
done.
she's
She
done.
didn't even care.
She's left.
So okay, so it's the king has to make you an earl.
I suppose.
Yeah. So you need to go
You
to-
suppose.
BRB gonna go bribe a king.
yeah, basically. Yeah.
Casual
Uh-huh.
Tuesday.
Where is the closest king? That is the question, I
That
think.
is the question. I would guess.
Would it be England or Ireland? Well, I mean it'd be the whole UK, but
Yeah, I'm wondering if there wouldn't be one of the like Polynesian or Micronesian islands that would have a monarchy, right? Would it be Iceland? Does Iceland have a king?
I don't think so.
I don't think Iceland's
They've got a lot
Doesn't
of
feel
fire
like
and
them.
ice, but other than that,
Yeah.
I've been there.
That's fair.
It
You have
says-
something else that you're sharing? Yeah.
It says, I asked
what it means to be an
Mhm.
earl.
Oh, in Chat GPT.
Yeah,
Great.
and it said an earl is a noble rank in the British peerage system, historically considered a high-ranking title just below a marquess and above a vicomte. The term originates from the Old English word earl. It's just earl with an O, and it looks hideous.
It's fair.
Which referred to a nobleman or a chieftain. Here's what it means to be an earl. Noble status. I won't read all the there's tons
Yes,
underneath these,
yep.
but noble status, historical rule over territories, and your modern role today would look more ceremonial, it looks like.
I'm okay with that.
Title and address. The wife of an earl is a countess. And an earl is typically addressed as lord with your surname or the right honorable the Earl of.
Hmm.
And then your name.
Now,
and then
wait, the wife is called
a
countess?
Yeah.
So what about a count?
It would still be a countess.
I guess maybe a
Yeah.
count and an earl are similar.
Double dipping on that one.
Maybe, I
They do
guess,
that
I
a
don't know.
lot though, because
Do they? There's not
even
as many ranks.
to call you a lord, even up until with I don't know about a king. I know with a queen,
Sorry.
you would first say your majesty, but
right.
then after that you just say
My lord.
ma'am.
Or ma'am. Oh,
Yeah.
the first time you would
Yeah,
say
like
something.
the first time I think you say their highest honorific, but then every time after that it's
Mom.
which is doesn't actually sound that royal to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like for a king, you'd be like, "Yes,
But I
Your
do
Majesty,"
think-
but then you go, "My lord, my
I
lord."
I
my
do
lo-"
think
you know?
in British entertainment, from what I've seen, I think they do switch to ma'am.
Yeah, they do
Mhm.
for
Yeah.
sure.
Mm-hmm.
Peerage, it just says as part of the peerage system, earls are considered members of nobility. You're ranked lower than dukes and marquesses and higher than viscounts or barons.
Good to know. I'll keep that in mind.
I feel like it's. I know this is a little bit different, but Sir in this day and age is more common.
Yeah.
Like Sir Elton John and Sir
well,
Ian
that's
McKellen.
just
and-
being knighted.
Yeah, right.
I don't
right.
think you actually have a.
No, but to
I don't
an
know
extent,
if I don't know if being knighted is the same as peerage. What they're saying, you're in a nobility rank.
Yeah, but what they were saying is that it's kind of more ceremonial now.
It totally is.
Yeah,
because
so-
obviously to be knighted back in the day meant you were actually
You were getting
a knight,
a step up in status.
which was status
Yeah.
at that
Oh,
point.
yeah, for sure.
It wasn't
Absolutely.
just pure battle.
Right. But I feels like Earl has turned into that, where it's just ceremonial.
I mean, they still have probably some you probably get
Inherited stuff,
you get
yeah.
a seat, I'm sure somewhere.
Yeah.
Somewhere, yeah. Mm-hmm.
You do probably have some form of duties.
Yeah.
I'm guessing.
Maybe. We need a. Do we need a?
Earl-like duties.
No, Earl don't like duties.
Earl-like duties.
Oh man.
I want to hate your word, but knowing that it's Gaelic, honestly, it's hateable.
Mhm.
I love
That you like it?
I love anything Gaelic, obviously,
Sure.
but their words are not spelt right.
No, they're not awesome.
3 R's in a 6-letter word.
And to be quite frank, you probably don't pronounce it that
no,
way.
probably
No.
not.
Like if
no.
you're Shirley, I'm Frank, and you don't pronounce it that way. I don't know for sure, but I
Yeah.
just know when I was in Scotland, the stuff that they would say, I'm like, no,
Yeah. Oh
That's-
yeah. No.
that's not what that says,
No.
right?
Yeah. But anyway. Yeah.
Anywho.
I don't like my word. It's not good.
right.
Ori.
I think
Mm-hmm.
it would have more sway for me because I rate first, right?
You do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It would have more sway for me if it was at all common.
No,
This is-
again,
you have
that's
chosen-
I
that's
mean,
what
it
she was
is
saying.
if you're
Chosen a
like
rare word.
Addison. What?
I don't know. Honestly, I didn't hear the first part. I just heard Addison, and I was like, "Oh, what?"
It's okay.
And
We
then-
love
So
a good-
you were
we
just
love a
like,
good
maybe I
stare
can
down.
figure it
I was
out.
like, yeah.
No, I can't figure it out. Okay,
Yep,
let's
yep.
keep moving.
Anyway,
Uh-huh.
I'll take a pretty gross because the word itself, yeah,
It's just
wild,
not. It's just not
out
good.
of pocket.
Yeah.
It's like who did you think you are?
Yeah.
making this word, but
Yeah.
I
You
mean, this is
thought
the
I was
first time
making
hearing
something
it.
up at first. You thought I
No,
wasn't
You
actually
did
saying
kind of
something.
have
No.
like that witchy vibe, you know. You're just spelling over here,
Okay.
flicking your
It's
wand.
another.
Great.
It's just another. Orrery.
It's orrery, not orrery. Idiot. I wish she said that after. It was just like, you idiot.
Man.
It's Leviosa, not Leviosa. Idiot.
Maybe that'll be in the remake.
This guy, huh?
That'll be in the remake.
Shut your mouth.
You know that HBO is making a
I
remake. right?
said,
I'm just.
shut it.
I'm preparing you for the future.
There is no future. I will burn this mother to the ground.
Okay, great, cool.
I mean, that's what's happening anyway. Global warming, am I right?
Hey, there's something you don't hear a lot about these days, huh?
It really
Did you ever
feels-
see that? You're like,
breaking
global
the ice.
warming, isn't that weird? It just kind of like went away.
I
It just
know.
went somewhere.
Yeah. So I was listening to a different podcast and they said at one shush. They said that we fixed the ozone layer problem. And then the next episode they had to retract it and go, okay, to be fair, it's healing. It's not fixed, but it's
Yeah,
healing.
uh-huh.
And I was like, oh, okay, great, cool. But yeah.
Cool, 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 cool,
Apparently
cool.
like humans using the aerosol cans was the worst thing about like the ozone, and just removing that like fixed stuff like in hairspray
Yeah.
and whatnot.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that seems like a big problem
Those
for just
poor
hairspray.
polar bears.
Yeah, I'm like,
For
I
our
don't
hair
think
day.
that that's just what's causing this.
It could
Yeah.
be. You
It could
never
be,
know.
but-
Everyone likes bees now, except you guys.
I don't like bees. I appreciate their purpose. I don't like them.
I recently saw a post of this person who is like a bee like keeper fanatic sort of person, explain like going through different types of bees and wasps, and the way they explained it, like the picture of like, oh, the
Wasps.
bumblebees, like, oh, they're friendly and they're perfectly harmless, like they, totally fine.
They are, and they
And then,
probably
like-
won't even come near you.
Yeah. And then like honeybees are like, oh, these are the good guys and they're also super friendly. And I'm like, for one thing, the separation between them not actually being in the room helped, but to then be able to see them up close, I'm like, okay, I can see what this is all about now, what you got going on here. And then the description of like, oh, they're friendly. I'm like, okay, maybe I'm convinced. But then again, anytime anything flies by my ear, I'm
Oh, yeah,
immediately
for
on
real.
attack mode.
So last night we played a gig at the Brick House, and I got there pretty.
Which is like a botanical
it's a botanical nursery, and so there
gardens.
are bees everywhere.
Oh yeah.
But I was actually pretty proud of myself. This is something that I might not have earned the level of proudness that I probably should have in myself, but that's fine. But I was sitting there waiting for you guys, and I picked a bench, and there were purple flowers just lining this bench
Bad
area.
bench, man.
That I could probably see like 8 bees in each bush. Just flying around, and I was able to just sit there and kind of hang out and chill. And
Well, that's
it was
because they
totally
want
fine.
those purple flowers.
I know they,
don't
didn't
want you.
They didn't want me, and I was like, "This is
Now,
how it should be."
Later in the
You
night,
stay over- yeah.
JoJo holding his guitar, and he's about to play, and there's a bee
Yes, I
flying
did see
right in
that.
here, and I'm like, hold up,
Uh,
1 second. Okay,
Yes.
he's gone. Let's go.
I mean
that was scary.
that was good.
That
Good
was
job.
spooky.
Way to look out for him.
So,
yeah.
On that note,
but
my kids the other day,
Yeah.
I don't know what they were arguing about,
Oh,
women and men or whatever, but Isley's like, Phoenix, without women, humans wouldn't even exist anymore. And I said, no, honey, you're thinking of bees.
Oh,
I
that's
thought that was
funny.
good.
That's
I got
good. That is good.
That was funny.
That is good. I appreciate that.
Is that the reason to have kids? Just to kind of dunk on them in ways they don't
It's so
understand?
much
It's
fun.
Sarah's reason. It's
It's
Sarah's
so
reason.
much fun.
That sounds awesome.
Actually, I'm going to tell you something about myself I'm not proud of.
Uh-oh.
But I was a kid, so it doesn't count. I remember when I was little,
That's a question, and we'll determine the answer.
when I was quite young, I also didn't like kids then, just in case you're wondering.
It's fair.
And I remember looking at some little kids. I was little, but they were smaller than
Smaller.
I was. And I
Mhm.
remember being like, ew. And then I remember genuinely being like, the only reason I would have kids is so I could push him because I want to push that kid so bad. I don't push my kids.
I used to say something.
I
along
don't.
those
I actually
lines.
I think they're cool.
When I did a lot
But
of
given
like,
the opportunity, you would push them.
100%.
Yeah. So I'm like,
if there was just
No, but
a
like
one iota,
it was bad because I was like, it's specifically that it's a little kid because they can't do anything about it. You just go. I don't know why. I just like America's Funniest Home Videos. You bless you.
Bless you.
You hurt that dog. That's not even a funny video. Why are we watching that? But kids falling. I
Kids
was like,
falling? Yeah.
yes, yes.
I
That's fair.
still think kids are funny. And when it's the age where they run like they don't have knees,
Yeah.
like that's perfect.
Where
You
they're
can
just
do,
floppy,
yeah,
mhm.
push them right over.
Yeah.
bunch of floppy bags.
Mhm.
I used to say when I worked with when I did kids camps a lot, not to their faces obviously, but I'd be like, man, some of those kids I just want to punch them square in the chest,
But like you do.
just knock them down.
I'm like, hey, if I could drop kick you, I would.
if I could Spartan kick this kid right now. Sometimes actually, so this one applies to both small dogs and small children.
I don't like it
But it's-
already.
Mostly dogs. Sometimes I'd look to
Sentences
John
you shouldn't say.
and I would just be like, what do you think, 30, 35 yards?
Yeah. Yeah. No, my dad and I like rat dogs. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. No,
we do
How
that
far
with
could I
just
punt this?
humans
Yeah.
in general in the car, and we go 20 points for plowing that one.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh, that one right there. That's an 80 pointer.
That's fair. That's fair.
I'm gonna rate your word pretty gross,
That's fair.
and my reason is that it's so bad.
Yeah.
I felt like it should be longer.
Yeah. 6 words, 6
Yeah.
letters.
6
No.
whole words.
It
long.
sounds
No,
longer
5
than it
letters.
looks.
No, 6.
I think it's
6, yeah.
Yeah. I
3
just didn't like
Rs.
it.
Yeah.
It's a mouthful,
Mhm.
and it's so small.
Yeah.
And I hate it.
I'm giving it a vile. It's just not good. I don't like it at all. Not at all. It's just bad.
It's poopy.
It's just
Fair.
it's poopy.
That is
Um,
fair.
Oh, I got it, yo. I've got
Good.
that pop
Good
in
job.
my back.
Got that crunch.
Jake, it's your
Crunch.
turn.
I'm gonna take
An hour into our podcast.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a short one, a more frequently used one.
'Kay.
But it's one I'm gonna preface by saying I feel like when you say this word,
Like me or her in particular, or just anyone? in
anyone, the
general? 'Kay.
royal you,
'Kay.
you just kind of devolve to Neanderthal for a second. I think that's just the effect this word has on you, and the word is, huh. No matter how you shape it, whether it's a question, huh, or whether you're just expressing
Jake-
exasperation,
Jake, the problem is that
huh.
I feel like you say that word
I do, yeah.
Are
often.
you calling him a Neanderthal?
No, that is his definition. That is not my definition.
Those are his words.
Those are his words, not mine. And don't you put his words into my mouth.
I
Your Honor, I did
can't.
not perjure myself.
But yeah. Yeah.
I do say part of the reason why I say it is because it was,
Yeah, it's
Well-
it's in that
but it was a thing in Disney because my trainer, awesome guy.
Yep.
He would say it like kind of sarcastically, right? But he would, when someone would do something absolutely crazy,
Right.
he would be like, "Huh? Like you can't park in 3 spaces diagonally. Like, huh? What are you doing?" He would use it like that.
That's weird. That's a weird way to use that.
Yeah,
was-
it is.
I
It is.
latched on a bunch of us latched onto it though, and we started saying it all the time.
Huh.
I thought what I thought you were gonna say makes me laugh, which is that when someone does something absolutely insane, you just kind of go, "Huh," like, yeah, makes sense.
There's that too.
Which is how you use it a lot,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what he was saying earlier.
Mhm.
That way, I think is hilarious. We were just like, of course,
Yeah.
you know,
Uh-huh.
going, huh? You can't. That's like saying like what?
Yeah.
But
Is
in
it-
a weird way, and it like doesn't work, and that's so weird.
Is
This
it-
is the guy you used to work with one of your first words, a reconnoiter dude. This is one of those things where you're like, I don't think that word means what you think it means.
It just expresses just a pure level of like, yeah, my brain is just
Befuddledness.
empty right
Is
now.
it like what is the emotion
Devoid of thought.
really behind him say? Is it just sheer perplexion?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's just
And I
Exasperation.
hate
it's
it.
just exasperation, just
Yeah.
like huh?
And a real concise.
Like
I
kinda
don't
like for
think
other
I ever
people.
say huh.
You don't think so?
I have the facial expression of huh.
You sure do.
I go,
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
You've done it tonight.
I feel like
but I
Feel like
don't.
mine
You
is,
say
I'm a
him.
Yeah.
You say
I'm a
him. You say huh, and I just go
facial expression.
like eyes directly into the eyebrows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't. I realize I'm like I don't think I say huh. Like I'll just say what. I never say huh.
Yeah, because it makes you sound like you have
I-
so fewer IQ points than you do.
What I don't like about it is that I feel like that shouldn't be the sound it makes.
What do you mean by that?
H-U-H.
Yeah,
All
Huh.
I
like
get what you mean.
like something in there is silent. Maybe the last H.
Which
I'm
H
not
is it?
sure. And then the first one's like, huh? Like, what is the
Yeah.
U doing? Why is the U going, I don't, there's just something about I don't like. Does it do that more when it has an H with it? Because it does
Yeah.
make that sound
Hunt.
sometimes.
Hunt.
No, see, that's no. Then why is there freaking H there?
Hunt.
Huh?
Well, how
Huh?
are you gonna start that word? Then?
Huh?
How do you start that word?
You just, I don't know. I'm
Hunt.
just saying
How do you-
H-U-H just seems like it shouldn't make the sound it makes, but it does. Huh? See, the way you go, huh? And almost, the way I did it a second ago almost sounded more like eh?
The first time, the second time, there
Huh?
was an
Huh?
H in the middle
Huh?
or at the beginning.
Huh?
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 Yeah.
I feel like you have to go, huh? Because if you don't, then it's just like, huh?
It's just a.
Huh?
It's just an
Huh.
exhale.
Oh man.
Huh? Now I can't stop doing it.
Yeah. There's. It doesn't offend me, and
It
I don't
does.
offend you.
You.
No, I said it doesn't.
He's lying.
But your description of it, I don't feel like I get the same Neanderthal vibe
I just think.
or like the IQ, because I don't think when you say it, that's
want you to
not
just
what
stop it.
comes to my mind.
I don't think.
Full stop.
That's fair. That's fair. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I think too much.
Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I do.
But I never think your IQ lowers when you say that.
I think the specific usage that I'm thinking of is like I said, when something does something so incomprehensible that your brain just turns to mush and you're just, huh?
Okay.
Like I can't even
That's fair.
process what you just
No,
did. It's
you
so
know what
dumb.
it is?
Or,
When that happens, you go, humana, 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 humana. Clearly.
clearly. Or
Of
it's-
course.
Or I just think of like when if someone's trying to like says something or tries to get your attention and you just turn and go, huh? Like
Mhm.
like your mouth is sitting there agape.
Agape.
You're sitting there slack job just by nature of how you say this word. I think that's
Huh?
what I'm thinking. But you can say it other way, and I think I do say it other ways more often.
Yes,
like,
I agree. I agree.
Huh?
Huh?
Anyway,
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have the same reaction.
fair enough. You know what?
Mhm.
This was a pick from the heart for me.
100%.
You know, I wasn't
You-
playing the scorecard on this one.
Nope. And nor should it only be for the score.
I don't know. I feel like sometimes it should.
I have played for the scorecard.
Oh yeah, of course.
Let us not recount the amount of times I've hit that super vial
At least
and
once.
the super vomit.
Super barf.
It's happened.
That offended me.
Should we change the name of the show to Super Barf?
No.
Okay.
Huh?
I'm going to rate it. You know what I'm going to rate it? I'm going to rate it vile. You want to know why?
That's impressive for me. That's
The-
impressive to me.
You know why?
Hmm.
It doesn't deserve it. That's why. I'm so offended that
You're
this
sandbagging
You're giving
the
me
the The scale.
You're giving me
Right
a
now?
meta ruling.
Yeah, here's why. It upsets me that word can be that obnoxious with all 3 letters, really 2 letters, because it duplicates
That's
one.
part of it.
It's stupid.
It's absurd that it's a real word.
Stupid word.
What's the like race car where you can spell it the same front and back?
Palindrome.
Yeah,
called
it's
a
a palindrome. It's
It is a
one of the
palindrome.
shortest. It is the shortest palindrome
Hey,
that you can. What?
It's called a palindrome.
Thank you.
Did you know that?
No, because pop is a palindrome, and that's 3 letters.
I said
too.
one of the shortest, not the
Well, 3
shortest.
letters is the shortest.
And yeah,
unless
that I was
unless
gonna,
the word
yeah.
is 2 letters and they're the same letter. I guess A is the shortest palindrome.
Is that a word though?
Yeah,
like AA.
Like AA?
like A. Like that is a sofa. That is a word.
No.
dummies.
Yeah, I'm saying I don't know if that qualifies as
I don't think
Why
it
palindrome.
not?
does.
It's the same forward and backwards, especially if it's
I
capitalized.
mean, fair.
That depends on-
suppose.
It depends on.
Let's
the
leave
way
it up.
that
Let's
you're
leave it up
writing
to the group,
the family.
to the fram.
The family. Yeah.
You tell us.
You guys can decide if.
What's your shortest palindrome?
A. A baby. A baby.
Hey, baby.
Hey, baby.
Hey, baby. I am gonna give it. I think I'm giving it an U. Yeah.
Fair.
It doesn't. It
Yeah.
doesn't feel.
What?
I know.
Ew.
I know, but it just doesn't feel that gross to me.
Yeah. It's at least disgusting for me.
Yeah, that's fair.
Guys, an
That's
E.
fair.
I do love
Ew.
to say it though.
Ew is a palindrome.
And it's no, it's not.
The animal
the-
ew is a palindrome.
But is that you or is that you?
I'm gonna say ew
I
because
think
they are
it's a-
kind of ewy.
I think it's. You're not wrong, but I think it's pronounced you.
It's still ew.
It can still be you, but I think it's pronounced you.
You can't just say you when there's no you in the word or y. It's EWE.
Yeah, but
It's you.
Yeah, but
Hmm.
what are you gonna do about it?
Poop. Hey guys, another palindrome.
Man, straight out of left field. It's absurd.
No, I
that
think that
one
was
was
a-
out of the pocket.
I think it was a line drive, just straight in his arrow, like
straight to shortstop.
straight to shorts, just like
Guys,
it was
That's
right
a double
there.
play.
stop
Yeah.
leaving me out with your sports metaphors. You know I went to art school. If it's not frisbee golf, I don't know what it is.
That's your sport of choice.
No, that's what when actually our PE classes were just ultimate frisbee
Oh, okay.
That checks out.
That's
because
fair.
we didn't have a field, so we just play in the parking lot.
Oh, that's fun.
Huh.
Yeah, I like that.
It wasn't.
It wasn't for you.
It wasn't fun playing frisbee golf or whatever it's called,
Ultimate Frisbee.
every day for months and months.
Yeah, that wouldn't be awesome.
I mean, maybe not. I enjoy it, but
I like
yeah,
it too,
After
like
months and
once.
months, yeah, that probably would get annoying.
I'm not like in a league or anything, you know what I mean? Guys, I'm so. Did you see me falling asleep over here?
A little bit.
It's happening.
Yeah. Okay. Well.
Grandma needs bedtime.
Well, no, we're not done yet.
What?
There's one more leg of this
One more
race.
thing. One more thing.
But I got to
We'll
drive
go
all the
quick.
way home.
2 minutes.
I bet I could run to your house faster than you're gonna drive there tonight.
No way, baby.
last
I speed.
Is the pronounce around.
Pronounce around?
Pronounce
around.
around.
Sarah, you gonna go first?
Of course I do. Course.
Of course.
Glandular.
No, thank you. No.
Your loss.
Nope. Glandula.
Did you pull that name out of the okay?
Out of the either Goblet of Fire
Or the Sorting Hat?
or
all sorts of things.
the Reaping Bowl in Hunger Games.
Yeah.
Any of it. Glandula.
Yep.
That does sound like a Hunger
Or-
Games name. This
yeah.
is Glandular from
Yeah.
District 8.
Yep. Absolutely.
Galandular.
Come on. It does say Galandular, though.
It does.
Damn it. Why does it say that?
Too
I
many
don't know.
vowels. You picked a word with a lot of vowels.
Yeah.
Gla.
Calendula.
No, it doesn't say gal though. That's wrong. It's ghoul.
It was
Gland.
a long GL.
Calendula. Calendula. I am from planet Calendula. I like the fine wines. I like the ladies. I don't know.
Why are you the space dad from Megamind?
It's you ever seen you probably haven't. The Wedding Planner. Come on, Matthew McConaughey. I know you've seen it.
I haven't seen
I
that.
Really?
haven't.
Yeah.
Oh no. With J-Lo?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I've
Hell
seen
yeah,
it.
with J-Lo.
It's been a while, but I've seen it. Yeah.
So the Massimo, the Italian who comes over to like marry her, he's like,
Oh.
I love you.
Yeah.
I make you this house.
That's
and if you
right.
marry me, you make me the happiest man on the earth.
Mm-hmm.
And I am from Glandular. There you go. What's the next one, eh?
Oh, it's my turn.
Batter up. Guys, I made a sports reference.
There you go. Orrery.
Liar.
Or
Ew. Orre.
That was your spell.
Con
Yeah.
fuerte.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
It's a defensive spell.
This is gonna.
This
we
is gonna
we
be a
gotta
challenge.
we gotta get creative with this.
I don't know.
Ready? I can hit you when you don't expect. Huh?
Is that it?
Does it? Huh? That was a French person saying it.
Was it?
Huh?
They would never say that.
What the use? Huh?
Was it my turn?
Yeah.
That's stupid. I wanted to go last. How come you guys never let me go the order I want to go? Never. In a million years.
You can't go first and last.
When you start
Why
your own
not?
podcast,
Alpha and the Omega
you can
A to
choose
Z.
the order.
Okay. Huh?
That's fair. That's fair.
You earned that.
All right. Here we go. Huh?
That's textbook right there.
That was pride.
That's textbook.
You know what that was? That was, huh?
That was, you know who I
What do you?
should-
What do you mean?
You know,
I can't take my
What'd
pig in the
you
living
say,
room.
Pappy?
you know who I was channeling? Tomater.
What do you mean, Pa got lost in the cornfield? We made a maze for him.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yep.
What's that, Abner? Anyways. Yeah, you were in that vein. It was great. Are you crying?
Yeah, I'm laughing.
Tears of joy.
Tears of
Tears
sheer-
of wonder at
Yeah.
this melodious podcast of sounds.
Yep. What she said.
That's what we are. That's what we do.
Yep. Oh goodness, guys.
Huh.
What a ride.
What a ride.
Can I get off now?
Yeah.
I'm tired and I wanna go to bed. Boom, boom, boom. I had a little drink about an hour ago and it went straight to my head.
Boom, boom, boom.
Show me the way to go home. Ready? Here we go. I'm tired and I wanna go to bed. You guys didn't watch Jaws growing
No.
up? Man, you guys need to get with it.
No.
Does that need to be our next movie?
Maybe.
Have you ever watched Jaws?
Are you
I don't know.
joking?
No.
I'm trying. I think it's been on TV, and I've like turned it on. I know it is, but I think I've turned it on, but like I've switched it off because I've never
I don't
like
think I've
gotten at the
I've
beginning.
never seen a frame of that movie.
Are you joking
No.
me?
Yeah.
Did you ever watch Shark Week on Discovery Channel?
No. I saw the commercial.
know what,
I would
Jake?
see the shark. Like,
We're gonna need a bigger
documentaries.
boat.
Yeah, we are gonna need a bigger boat.
Is this gonna be like when I watch Casablanca? I'm gonna be like, oh, so many of these references make sense.
You'll get it, yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Wait, you haven't seen Casablanca?
No, that's what I'm saying. When I watched Casablanca,
Oh, okay, wow. Whoo, play it again, Sam.
I haven't watched.
Oh
it.
my god, you uncultured swine.
the usual suspects over here. Am
That
I
is
right?
that's a
Point to
have
yourself too. Don't just point to me.
It's a
I
little
also-
less forgivable with you, I gotta say.
I also haven't watched the Unusual Suspects.
It's usual.
Or
suspect.
Usual Suspects, sorry.
They are a little unusual.
But I do know who Kaiser Soze is. Kaiser
Permanente?
Soze. Is that right? That's the name, right?
I don't know what you're saying. I haven't seen it, so I don't know.
I'm
Oh.
going to say this and I'm going to mean it from the bottom of my heart. Huh?
I don't like when you do it because your whole face goes into this amount of space, like just a little tiny circle of space. Huh?
Huh?
Huh? Huh?
Huh?
I want you to do it and go cross-eyed. Huh?
Can you do it, please?
Do it to the camera.
Huh? Which way you said that?
Yeah. Which one of you?
I just
Yellow
got Yogi
bellied.
Bear in my head for some reason. I don't know.
Go on, boo boo.
Yeah, I was
Huh?
like, I feel
Huh?
like you probably have a really good
What are you
Yogi
talking
Bear.
about, boo
So you know who Yogi Bear is, but you've never seen Jaws.
How is okay?
Yogi Bear. Yeah.
He
TJ
wasn't
Miller.
old enough to watch Yogi
Yeah,
Bear.
but Yogi Bear is more.
We weren't old enough to watch
No, we
Yogi
weren't.
Bear, and
We-
we did. It's like us watching Rocky and Bullwinkle.
That's fair. That is.
We're
fair.
not old enough for
No,
it, but
that's
we
true.
watched it.
It's true.
You know what I
That's
mean?
Okay, I think we're done.
Yeah, boo boo. All right.
Cue
Cue the outro.
Cue it. Cue the outro.
Wow,
Cue the
did
thing.
you steal that?
I snagged it. I snaked it.
Every word is gross if you think about it. Every word just sucks if you really let it. Every word is gross if you think about